Stop scrolling. Yes, don't click away, because what I'm about to tell you might sound crazy at first, but if you do this tonight before you go to sleep, the universe will never let you rest the same way again. What if I told you that the 15 minutes before you fall asleep are the most powerful manifestation window of your entire day? What if the moment your head hits that pillow isn't just time to rest, but time to literally reprogram your entire reality? And what if there's a bedtime ritual so potent, so shocking to the universe, that it can transform your life faster than anything you've ever tried? Tonight, I'm going to share with you the most guarded secret of successful manifestors throughout history. A ritual that takes less time than scrolling through social media, but creates results that seem impossible. And before you think this is just another meditation technique or some complicated spiritual practice, let me tell you something. This is so simple that a child could do it, yet so powerful that billionaires, celebrities, and spiritual masters have used variations of this exact practice to reshape their destinies. Now, I know what you're thinking. Here we go again. Another bedtime routine that promises miracles. But stick with me here, because what I'm about to reveal isn't just theory. It's based on the scientific fact that your subconscious mind is 30,000 times more active during the theta brainwave state that happens right before sleep. That's when your mental barriers are down, your conscious mind steps aside, and your subconscious becomes a superpowered receiver for whatever you choose to program into it. And if you appreciate content that gets straight to the point without wasting your time, you're in the right place. I don't do marathon videos that take 2 hours to make one point. I give you pure, concentrated wisdom that you can use tonight. That's what this channel is about. Real transformation in real time. So here's what's really happening while you're lying there, scrolling through your phone or replaying the day's stress. You're accidentally programming your subconscious for more of the same. More worry, more lack, more of whatever energy you carried into that sacred sleep space. Your subconscious doesn't judge. It doesn't filter. It simply accepts whatever you feed it in those final moments of consciousness and works all night long to make it your reality. But what if instead of falling asleep to anxiety, you fell asleep to absolute certainty that miracles are coming? What if instead of unconsciously rehearsing your problems, you consciously planted seeds of solutions? What if those precious minutes before sleep became your daily appointment with destiny? Let me tell you about Sarah. She was a struggling single mother, working 2 jobs, drowning in debt, feeling like life was happening to her instead of for her. Then she learned this bedtime ritual. Within 30 days, she received an unexpected inheritance from a relative she barely knew. Within 60 days, she was offered a promotion that doubled her salary. By day 90, she was living in a new apartment, debt-free, and kept saying, "It's like the universe finally heard me." Was it coincidence? I don't think so. Because when you align your subconscious mind with your desires using this specific technique, the universe has no choice but to rearrange circumstances to match your new programming. You see, most people go to bed defeated. They replay the day's failures, worry about tomorrow's challenges, or simply fall asleep to whatever random thoughts are floating through their minds. They're giving their most powerful programming time to chaos. But when you learn to use those final conscious moments intentionally, everything changes. Your subconscious mind is like the most sophisticated computer ever created, and it's running programs 24/7 based on what you've told it. The problem is, most of those programs were installed by accident, by trauma, by repetition, by other people's beliefs about what's possible for you. But tonight, you're going to start installing new software. You're going to shock the universe by taking control of your mental programming. Now, let me warn you about something. This ritual is so simple that your logical mind might dismiss it. Don't. The most powerful truths are often the simplest ones. Complexity is the enemy of implementation. And what you're about to learn has been used by everyone from Thomas Edison, who called it genius thinking, to modern-day manifestation masters who've created millions using these exact principles. Here's the foundation of what we're doing. Every night, Your brain naturally cycles through different states of consciousness. As you transition from wakefulness to sleep, you pass through the alpha and theta brainwave states. These are the same states that hypnotists use to implant suggestions, that meditation masters access for deep transformation, and that your mind naturally enters to process and integrate the day's experiences. But here's what most people don't realize. Whatever you're thinking about during this transition doesn't just get processed, it gets magnified, it gets embedded. It becomes the blueprint that your subconscious uses to create tomorrow's reality. That's why falling asleep to stress creates more stressful days. That's why worrying at bedtime becomes tomorrow's anxiety. Your subconscious thinks you're placing an order for more of whatever you're feeling. So tonight, we're going to change your order. We're going to turn your bedtime into the most powerful manifestation session of your day. And the universe is going to be so shocked by your new programming that it'll start delivering results faster than you ever thought possible. The ritual has 3 simple parts. I call them the Trinity of Transformation: gratitude, intention, and surrender. Each part takes about 5 minutes, and together they create what I call a miracle frequency that your subconscious absorbs all night long. Let's start with gratitude. Now, I know you've heard about gratitude before. Everyone talks about it. But what I'm going to show you is different. This isn't just listing things you're thankful for. This is emotional archaeology. You're going to dig into your day and find gold, even in the moments that felt difficult. As you lie in bed tonight, before you do anything else, I want you to think of 3 specific moments from your day that you can feel grateful for. Not general things like, I'm grateful for my family, but specific moments. Maybe it was the way your coffee tasted this morning. Maybe it was a smile from a stranger. Maybe it was simply the fact that you had a warm bed to sleep in while millions of people don't. But here's the key. Don't just think about these moments. Feel them. Let the gratitude wash over your entire body. Feel it in your chest, your stomach, your fingertips, because gratitude isn't just a thought. It's a frequency. And when you generate that frequency right before sleep, you're telling your subconscious, this is what I want more of. This is the energy I want to create from. Gratitude rewires your brain for abundance. It shifts you from scarcity consciousness to prosperity consciousness. It tells the universe, I notice the good. Send me more. And because the law of attraction responds to your emotional state more than your thoughts, falling asleep in gratitude is like sending out a magnetic signal for more blessings. Now, here's where most people stop. They do a little gratitude and think that's enough. But we're going deeper. We're moving to intention. This is where you become the conscious creator of your tomorrow. While you're still in that grateful state, still feeling that warm energy in your body, I want you to speak directly to your subconscious mind. Not out loud, silently, like you're having a conversation with your deepest self. And you're going to give it very specific instructions about what you want to create. But here's the secret. You're not going to say, I want, or I need, or I hope. Those words carry the energy of lack. Instead, you're going to speak as if what you desire is already on its way. You're going to say things like, I am so grateful that abundance flows to me easily and naturally. Or, I love how opportunities keep appearing in my life. Or, I'm amazed by how loved and supported I feel every day. Do you feel the difference? You're not asking for these things. You're celebrating them as if they're already true. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you speak about your desires as present realities, it starts working to make them actual realities. Let me give you some specific examples. Instead of saying, I hope I get that promotion, you say, I'm so excited about the amazing opportunities that keep coming my way. Instead of, I wish I could find love, you say, I'm grateful for the deep, meaningful connection that's entering my life. Instead of, I need more money, you say, I love how money flows to me from expected and unexpected sources. Speak these intentions like you're reporting news about your life, like you're telling your subconscious about wonderful things that are already happening. Because in the quantum field of infinite possibilities, they are already happening. You're just aligning your consciousness to receive them. And here's something beautiful that happens when you do this consistently. Your subconscious starts looking for evidence of these realities during your waking hours. It starts noticing opportunities you used to miss. It starts attracting people and circumstances that match your new programming. You begin to move through life as someone who expects good things. And when you expect good things find you. Now we come to the third part. And this is where the magic really happens. Surrender. This is the part that shocks the universe, because most people are trying to control how their desires manifest. They're gripping so tightly to their specific outcomes that they block the flow of miracles. After you've felt your gratitude and spoken your intentions, I want you to take a deep breath and say, either silently or out loud, I release all of this to the highest good. I trust that what's meant for me will find me in perfect timing. I surrender my need to control how, when, or where my blessings appear. I simply know they are coming. This surrender isn't giving up. It's the most powerful act of faith you can perform. You're telling the universe, I trust you to handle the details. I trust you to bring me something even better than I can imagine. And when you surrender with that level of trust, you become a clear channel for miracles. Think about it like this. When you order something online, you don't stand at your mailbox 24/7 wondering when it will arrive. You place the order, you trust it's coming, and you go about your life. That's the energy of surrender. You've placed your order with the universe. You trust it's being fulfilled, and you let go of the need to track its progress. This three-part ritual, gratitude, intention, surrender, creates what I call a manifestation sandwich. You bookend your specific desires with appreciation and trust, creating the perfect vibrational recipe for rapid manifestation. But let me tell you what makes this ritual so shockingly powerful. It's not just what you're doing, it's when you're doing it. Those final moments before sleep are when your subconscious is most receptive. It's like having a direct line to your mental programming center. Whatever you install during this time gets processed and integrated while you sleep. Your subconscious works in pictures and feelings, not words. So as you're doing this ritual, don't just think about what you want. See it, feel it, experience it as vividly as if it's already happening. If you want financial abundance, see yourself paying bills with ease. Feel the relief and joy of financial freedom. If you want love, feel the warmth of being deeply cherished. See yourself laughing with your soulmate. The more real you can make it feel, the more powerfully your subconscious will work to create it. You're literally programming your mind for success while you sleep. Now, let me address something important. Some nights, you might not feel like doing this ritual. You might be tired, stressed, or just want to zone out. That's exactly when you need it most. Those are the nights when your subconscious is most vulnerable to negative programming. That's when falling asleep to worry or frustration can create days filled with more worry and frustration. Make this ritual non-negotiable. Treat it like brushing your teeth, something you do every single night, regardless of how you feel, because consistency is what transforms occasional good feelings into permanent positive changes. And don't worry about doing it perfectly. Your subconscious responds to intention more than perfection. Even if you can only feel grateful for 30 seconds, speak one intention and surrender for a moment. You're still shifting your programming. You're still telling the universe, I'm ready for better. Here's something fascinating that happens when you do this ritual consistently. Your dreams start to change. You begin having dreams about solutions, opportunities, and positive outcomes. Your subconscious starts working through scenarios and possibilities while you sleep. You might wake up with ideas you've never had before, or sudden clarity about actions you need to take. That's your subconscious mind, fulfilling its primary function to help you achieve whatever you've programmed it to achieve. When you program it for worry, it helps you find more things to worry about. When you program it for success, it helps you find pathways to success. Let me share another story. Marcus was a struggling entrepreneur who'd failed at 3 different businesses. He was ready to give up when he learned this bedtime ritual. Every night, he would feel grateful for the lessons his failures had taught him, visualize his next business thriving, and surrender the need to know exactly how it would happen. Within 2 weeks, he had an idea for a completely different type of business. Within a month, he'd found his first client. Within 6 months, he was making more money than he'd ever made in his life. He told me, "It's like I became a magnet for exactly the right opportunities." But here's what made the difference. Marcus didn't just do the ritual once or twice. He did it every single night for months. He understood that transformation doesn't happen overnight, it happens over nights. Every evening, he was investing in his future by programming his subconscious for success. Now, I want to give you a specific script you can use tonight. Don't worry about memorizing it perfectly. The energy behind the words matters more than the exact phrasing. Feel free to modify it to fit your specific desires and circumstances. As you're lying in bed, close your eyes and say something like this. "I am so grateful for this beautiful day. I appreciate." Mention 3 specific things from your day. "I feel this gratitude in every cell of my body, and I know that appreciation attracts more reasons to be appreciative. I am excited about the abundant life that is flowing to me now." I love how state your intentions as if they're already happening. "I can feel these blessings moving toward me, and I am ready to receive them with an open heart. I now release all of these desires to the universe. I trust that what is meant for me cannot pass me by. I surrender my need to control the how and when, and I rest in the knowing that all things are working together for my highest good. As I sleep, my subconscious mind is aligning me with my greatest blessings." Then just relax. Let yourself drift off to sleep knowing that you've just programmed your mind for miracles. Your subconscious is going to work all night long to make your positive programming a reality. Here's something beautiful about this ritual. The more you do it, the easier it becomes to feel grateful. Speak your intentions with conviction and truly surrender. You're literally training your consciousness for success. You're developing what I call manifestation muscles. And just like physical muscles get stronger with exercise, your ability to create your reality gets stronger with practice. What might feel forced or awkward at first becomes natural and automatic. You start moving through life with an unshakable knowing that good things are always coming to you. But let me warn you about something. As you start doing this ritual consistently, your outer world might seem to get a little chaotic at first. Don't panic. That's just old energy clearing out to make room for your new reality. Sometimes, things have to fall apart before they can come together in a better way. If unexpected challenges arise in your first few weeks of doing this ritual, don't see them as signs that it's not working. See them as signs that it's working perfectly. The universe is rearranging your circumstances to match your new programming, and that process isn't always smooth. Think of it like renovating a house. Before it looks beautiful, it looks like a construction zone. Before your life reflects your new programming, old patterns might surface to be healed and released. Trust the process. Keep doing the ritual. Keep programming your subconscious for the life you truly desire. And here's something that will accelerate your results. Start a dream journal. Keep a notebook by your bed and write down any dreams, ideas, or insights you have when you wake up. Your subconscious often communicates through symbols and scenarios that might not make logical sense at first, but contain important guidance for your waking life. You might dream about doors opening, which could represent new opportunities coming. You might dream about money, which could be your subconscious showing you that abundance is on its way. Pay attention to the feelings in your dreams as much as the content. Positive, expansive feelings in your dreams are signs that your new programming is taking hold. Now, let me share the most powerful variation of this ritual. Once a week, instead of focusing on your personal desires, focus on sending gratitude and blessings to others. Feel grateful for the people in your life. Visualize them receiving their heart's desires, and surrender any judgment or resentment you might be carrying. This practice not only clears your energy field of any blocks to receiving, but it also activates the law of circulation. When you send out blessings, blessings flow back to you multiplied. It's like priming a pump. The more you give, the more you receive. And here's something that might surprise you. The most successful manifestors I know spend as much time blessing others as they do visualizing their own desires. They understand that we're all connected, And when they help raise the vibration of others, their own vibration rises automatically. As we wrap up, I want you to understand something crucial. This bedtime ritual isn't just about getting things you want. It's about becoming the person who naturally attracts abundance, love, success, and joy. It's about training your consciousness to expect miracles as your normal experience. When you do this ritual consistently for 30 days, you won't just have different circumstances. You'll have a different identity. You'll be someone who knows how to consciously create their reality. You'll be someone who trusts that the universe is always conspiring in their favor. You'll be someone who falls asleep in peace and wakes up in anticipation. So tonight, make a commitment to yourself. Commit to trying this ritual for the next 30 days. Not because you have to, but because you deserve to experience the magic of conscious creation. You deserve to live a life that exceeds your wildest dreams. And if you found value in this message, I want you to do something powerful. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Type in the comments one thing you're grateful for from today and one intention you're setting for your future. When we declare our gratitude and intentions publicly, we amplify their power. Remember, the universe is always listening to the frequency you're broadcasting. Tonight, broadcast love, gratitude, abundance, and trust. Shock the universe with the beauty of your new programming, and then rest easy knowing that while you sleep, miracles are being arranged on your behalf. Your abundant life is not a someday thing, it's a tonight thing. It starts the moment you close your eyes and choose to dream a bigger dream. Sweet dreams, and even sweeter manifestations.